Hello everyone, my name is Rekha and I am going to create a video lecture series on core Java concept. So this is the first lecture of this series. Here the topic name is Introduction to Java. In this lecture I am going to cover what is Java, advantages of Java and the usage of Java. Okay, what is Java? So Java is an object or class-based programming language which was created in 1995 by Sun Microsystem Incorporation, where James Gosling was leading the project. Okay, so it got established in 1995. Yes. So OOPS stands for Object Oriented Programming System. So Java is an object oriented programming language. It obeys OOPS concept. So OOPS concept contain like object, classes, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction. Okay, so that is very important and big topic. So that I will cover in upcoming videos. Okay. The next topic is what Java is used for. So Java is used for multiple things. A few of them I have listed over here. So I will explain you one by one. So these are the points I have listed over here. Mobile application, Android-based smart TV, washing machine, desktop application, web server and application server, games and database. The first point is mobile applications. So in Android phone, the mobile applications are there, right? So the native mobile application is getting developed using Java. Okay. Now next point is Android based smart TV or washing machines. So Android based smart TV, inside that TV or washing machine, the application is getting used. That application is getting developed by Java or using Java. Okay. The next point is desktop application. So desktop application can be easily developed using Java. Okay, so we can use APIs like AWT, Swing, JavaFX to build these kind of application. Okay, so even the desktop application, suppose like you are having in your system, you are having like Notepad plus plus or PowerPoint, right, or MS Excel. So that all comes under desktop application, because for that you don't require any internet connection in order to use that application. That is there in your local system and you can use whenever you will require it, right? Okay, so next point is web application. So web application is an application software that run on the web server. Okay, so in order to use that web application you will require the internet connection. Okay, so you cannot use it locally. Okay, so web applications are accessed by the user through a web browser with an active network connection. Okay, so next point is web server and application server. So web server is a system that run websites and deliver web pages to the user. Okay, the application server, if I'll talk about the application server, is a software framework that store a business logic for an application process and handle all operations between the client and the backend of the organization. Okay, so it is not limited to HTTP, but it can do a bunch of other stuffs as well. So for example, example of application server is like WebLogic, JBoss or WebSphere, and example of web server is Apache Tomcat. Okay, now games. So Android games we can also develop using Java. Okay, the next one is database connection. This is very important for Java developer. Okay, suppose you are going to develop on project and you want to that project, your application should communicate with the DB. Okay, in order to fetch some data or in order to save some data in the DB. So for that purpose you need to write the code so that your application can communicate with the DB. So that piece of code you can write using Java. Okay, so the next topic is advantages of Java. So there are some advantages that I have covered over here. So the first is object oriented. Okay, the next one is platform independent, then simple, then secure, robust and portable. Okay, so let's discuss one by one. So this first is object oriented. So as already I have discussed about it, so the Java is object oriented programming language, and this OOPS concept contain like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. So this topic is really big topic and very important. So I will explain you programmatically in the future video. Okay, so let's move ahead with the next point. So next point is platform independent. So Java is a platform independent. Why it is platform independent? Due to this bytecode, it is platform independent. So in Java, what will happen if you will write a code? Okay, Java code you will write. So JVM compiler will convert into a bytecode. Okay, and then JVM interpreter will convert into the binary code. Okay, so machine language, it will convert it to the machine language in the form of 0 and 1. Okay, so due to this reason, this is platform independent. Okay, so in short, you can say that if you are creating a Java program in Linux, so you can run the same on the Windows or another operating system. Okay, the next point is simple. So Java is designed to be easy to learn. Okay, you can understand, if you will understand the basic logic and basic concept, then it will be very easy to learn Java and to build your own logic, and you can write the program very easily. Okay, the next point is secure. So Java is secure. Okay, why? Because the source code will get compiled into the bytecode. Okay, so that bytecode will distributed over the web. Okay, so that time the bytecode will get encrypted with the public key. Okay, so due to that reason, it is secure. Next point is robust. Okay, the Java program takes into consideration all possibility and that there is no existence of error. All situations are handled by the code and result in valid state. So why it is robust? If you are developing a code, if you are writing the code, a piece of code, so that time most of the error you will get at the time of compilation, means you have made some syntax error or you have missed something. Okay, so that compiler will tell you, okay, at this line like you have made a syntax error, so you can correct it from there. Okay, so there are most probably like your code will be error free. The next is portable. This is portable due to that only, like JVM and the bytecode. Okay, due to that it is portable. You can develop it from another operating system. Suppose you have developed it on Mac operating system and you can run it on Windows operating system. Okay, so this is portable. What is written over there? It is an open source language. You can develop your classes library as per your requirements. However, you need to follow some set of rules. So Java is an open source language. Okay, if you have any specific requirement and Java has not provided you any library or any APIs or any method for it, so you can develop your own logic. You can write your own logic in order to achieve your requirement. So this is option provided by Java, and due to this bytecode, you have created your program on Mac operating system, and if you want to run that piece of code on the Windows operating system, so that is possible, right? That is possible. Windows operating system JVM will convert into the binary code. Okay, the bytecode will get converted into the binary code according to that operating system. So this is portable. Okay, so yeah, we are done with the today's lecture. In next lecture, we will cover what is JRE and JDK. So JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment and JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Okay, the next point we will learn what is Java class path and what is object and class and installation of Java. So in next lecture, we will see how to install Java and we will write one simple program. Okay, we will execute the program. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video.